ask you this question. Have you been in a class where you've been teaching and teaching and teaching, where you got all this wonderful content, but no learning has taken place?
It is very important to think about these questions, because what we do very much in the classroom is very much dependent on your thinking about the curriculum, your ideas about the curriculum, and how you act upon it.
But at the same time, we know that if there are positive relationships between the student and the teacher, it's more likely to lead to students coming to school in the first place, to enjoy school in the second place, and then to actually learn something from school.
Sometimes those learners, the kids that do well in school, that flourish on getting A's, when they hit more challenging, whether it's in grade 11 or grade 12 or post-secondary, they fall apart because they haven't got the skills to really learn. So our whole thing is, how do we build quality and equity for learners at every stage? And how do we use the assessment for learning repertoire to really strengthen learning in our classrooms?
A question for you at this point is, what are the rights and responsibilities of children or students in your school? Are these well known? Are they written down? Are they on the wall? Are they reinforced regularly? Are they applied fairly?
In some societies, and I'll refer to my own society, Ghana, the child is not to be heard always. And when this is transferred into a learning situation, it does not help the learner. You need to create an environment that will make the learner's voice heard.
Because it's so easy to pronounce, to speak things into it, but it's so difficult to listen. Also, as teachers, we feel we need to be having something to say about everything. Sometimes it might just be important to press the pause button and just listen.
And also, in some instances, school teachers may pay attention to certain group of students and not the others. And this may also bring about some understanding among students that certain group of people are more valued than the others.
And it was this notion that if you have a discouraged or disengaged young person in your class, that if you, as a teacher, you focus on that person for 2 weeks, 10 days in a row, just for 2 minutes, and engage them in a personal conversation, that for many young people that can turn their lives around.
It is the impact of counseling, the encouragement, that helped me to go beyond that you cannot do it ceiling to the PhD level. As a teacher, you need to encourage your children to make the best out of the worst context within which they find themselves.
And it's between us as people. So they want that personal experience of the teacher telling me personally how I can get better.
Not so much telling us where we've been wrong, but formatively helping us to think again about how we could think better. If at first you fail, try again, fail better.
The research is really clear. We improve with feedback. And feedback has to identify where you're good, where you're not good, where you're up to in the progression, and what you have to do next. And if feedback doesn't do that, then we've wasted the educational opportunity.
So it's very important not to stereotype students and not to, in a way, limit their opportunities through having very, very low expectations for them.
And then you think about how relationships play a role in things like curriculum, assessment, professional planning, personal development. Relationships hold everything together.
So if we ask the question, in all of these contexts, what makes a good school? What would be your criterion?